Namaskar and welcome to Vision of Asia, Voice of the Community. I'm Kala Shankar. We observed the Festival of Colors last week. Holi happens to have a multifaceted meaning. The story of devotee Prahlad and his father Hiranyakashipu is well known. How Prahlad was saved from the fire while his aunt Holika was working on a plot to kill him got burned. The burning of impurities and living with harmony is one of the key messages of Holi. Wishing much happiness in the lives of each and every one of you. In a typical New York tradition, the mood of festivals gets spread over a number of events. On today's Vision of Asia, we will have reports on the Holi celebration and education from Richmond Hill, the Holi Satsang at Malpani House in Jaipur, colors of upcoming elections, NRIs for Modi from Edison, New Jersey, the inauguration and lamp lighting ceremony for Natya Darpan from Edison, the TATA family's meet and greet to mark International Women's Day at Royal Albert's Palace, and our special weekly offering this week with Padma Shri Dr. Sudhir Parekh. Before we begin, it's time for a short break. We'll be right back after these messages from our sponsors. The Interfaith Council for Community Development organized an international Holi celebration and education for the first time at Richmond Hill, Queens on March 18th. Another unique feature of this event was a special presentation from Bangladesh, Suriname, India, Nepal, Guyana, and Trinidad. Here are some highlights from that event.
Om Kanda Mandalakaram Vyaptam Yena Characharam Tatpadam Darshitam Yena Tasme Shri Guruve Namaha.
But let me just, on behalf of my temple, the Trimurti Temple, on behalf of the Pagwa Parade Committee of 2019, of which I'm a member, wish you happy Holi. And you know, Holi is going to be celebrated this Thursday. We were born in Holka Wednesday night. So we want you to come there. And then the parade, as you know, is going to be on the 31st on Liberty. That needs no introduction. On the 31st of March is going to be the parade. So I want to thank the Interfaith for doing a tremendous job. Wonderful to have this first turnout. This is going to be bigger and better as we proceed in the years to come.
And you as Hindus, you should know your festival. Planting of Holika to burning of Holika, 40 days. Look at the similarity in other faiths. All right? The period of Lent is on right now, from Ash Wednesday to Good Friday, 40 days. All right? Similar with Islam, we have a 40-day period also. So those are the similarity in faiths that we have to educate ourselves. That's why Interfaith Council for Community Development, right? I'm working on all of those right now. I'm just sharing some ideas with you. As Hemant was singing there, I was thinking, hey, we got to come out of these walls of the mandir and take Hinduism outside of the walls. Because we talk to the same people. Every Sunday morning you go to mandir, you see the same faces all the time. So we need to take that on the steps of Borough Hall. How about that? Next time. All right? So think about it. Try to think outside the box, real big. I'm here to support you. Let's work as a team together and things can happen.
Our program director, Ashok Vyas, was in India recently, and we have shared special coverage by him on political as well as cultural themes. We bring glimpses of 2 Holi reports by him today. First, Holi with devotional flavor. The Holi Samaj in Vaishnav tradition was organized at Malpani house, where devotees presented kirtans on Falgun and Pushti tradition. Gulal was offered versus Srinath ji. Here are some highlights.
नमस्कार, मैं अशोक व्यास और मेरा सौभाग्य है कि इस बार होली के अवसर पर जब मैं जयपुर में आपके लिए कुछ विशेष कार्यक्रम संजोने के लिए निकला हूं, तो रंगों का जो खेल है उसके साथ भक्ति का मेल होकर समाज के रूप में जो पुष्टि मार्गीय परंपरा में विशेष रूप से अलग अलग स्थानों पर आयोजित किया जाता है। एक आयोजन जो हो रहा है मालपानी हाउस में, और अगर आप इन गलियों से होते हुए इस शहर के बीच में आए तो आप शायद सोच भी नहीं सकते कि रात के समय में इस तरह से भक्ति के रस को बढ़ाने वाले प्रेम और आनंद के पारंपरिक कीर्तन गाने के लिए सब लोग इतनी श्रद्धा के साथ इकट्ठा होंगे। और न केवल गुलाल भगवान को अर्पित की जा रही है, एक दूसरे को भी अर्पित की गई, और साथ ही साथ फूलों की पत्तियों की बरखा के साथ होली का उत्सव मनाया गया।
करीब हर साल जयपुर रहते हैं होली पे, तो जयपुर का समाज हमेशा अटेंड करते हैं और इसी तरह सबका भजन कीर्तन और आनंद एक अलौकिक आनंद है। अभी
बहुत आनंद आया आज के समाज में।
पुष्टि मार्ग में जो बसंत है उसका बड़ा विशेष महत्व है, और बसंत बड़ा प्रिय पीरियड है पुष्टि भक्तों के लिए। फाग बहुत ज़बरदस्त होता है, अपने कीर्तन ही आता है कि भागन से फागुन आयो, तो उसका मतलब यही है कि जो फागुन है वो अति प्रिय कृष्ण को भी है और कृष्ण के भक्तों को भी है। तो ये जो मुस्कान विशेष होती है वो इस फागुन की होती है।
आचार्य शरण श्री वल्लभाचार्य चरण के प्रवर्तित पुष्टि मार्ग में फाग परंपरा का उत्सव भगवान श्री कृष्ण यशोदोत्संग लालित, जो आज नाथद्वारा में श्रीनाथ जी के नाम से पहचान करके विराजमान हैं, उनमें और ब्रजांगनाओं में जो ऋषि रूपा और श्रुति रूपा गोपियां हैं, उनका और भगवान श्री कृष्ण का मनोरथ ब्रजभूमि में सारस्वत कल्प में यशोदोत्संग लालित का जो प्रादुर्भाव हुआ, ये केवल एक ही लीला, एक ही रस और एक ही सोपान ऐसा मिलता है पूरे प्रकरण में, जहाँ ब्रजांगनाओं ने परम परमेश्वर परमात्मा, जिनको सच्चिदानंद रूपाय कहते हैं, सच्चिद और आनंद के जो पूर्ण रूपेण पुरुषोत्तम स्वरूप हैं, उस लीला का रसास्वादन इस फाग के द्वारा सख्य भाव का प्रदान करते हुए किया, जिसमें उन्हें न ईश्वर का भान न दास्य का भाव, एक ही भाव के आपस में रसास्वादन का स्वाद, एक दूसरे को कैसे आनंद का सोपान कराया जा सकता है। इस लीला का ये एक सूक्ष्म रूप से हम भक्तों के द्वारा, हम सेवकों के द्वारा, हम दासों के द्वारा इसका एक अद्भुत प्रकरण इस फाग लीला के रसोत्सव में कीर्तन के रूप में, भजन के रूप में, रसिया के रूप में पूरे 40 दिन
Talk to me a little bit about your feelings in terms of the significance of Holi Utsav.
Say in a nutshell that the kind of devotion, subservience and obedience Pushti Marga Vaishnav bow their head to Srinathji and Vallabhkul Parivar demonstrates beyond doubt their strict following of these tenets and principles of Pushti Marg, which enshrines Rag, Bhog, Shringar, where the principal architect and the main pillar is Seva. If and when you have Nam Nivedan and Atma Nivedan, that is the nomenclature that is being granted to you, and the Brahm Sambandh that is devolved on you by Vallabhkul Sampradaya, would help you to carve out a niche for yourself in performing the seva. Just a false notion of a human being that he doesn't have time. I'm reminded of George Bernard Shaw when he says, if you want to get your things done, go to a busy man. The other kind will have no time at all. Therefore, if you have intentions, if you have a spirit, and if you are clarity in your thought that you need to do these things, you will always be able to carve out a niche and find time for yourself to do it. Srimad Bhagavatam says in Mahatmya, Bhagyodayena bahujanma samarjitena satsangamam chalabhute purusho yadavai agyan hetu kritmoh madandkare nasham vidhayahi tadodayate viveke. Meaning thereby, by the grace of God, several births you might have taken. Birth and death must have been a part of your game, of your life game. But in this life of human being, you have the opportunity to remember God, serve God, And remember, in serving God is nothing but service of humanity in its truest sums.
You're watching Vision of Asia, Voice of the Community. We're happy to be connecting the community through Vision of Asia on ITV Gold at 8 p.m. every Monday to Thursday. And every Sunday at 11 a.m., our special edition of Vision of Asia is shown. The program will continue right after this break, so stay with us. The elections are just around the corner for the Indian Lok Sabha. A lot of excitement, not just in India, but among non-resident Indians too. There are many who have full faith in the leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. The NRIs for Modi event in Edison was primarily focused in increasing awareness about the significance of Prime Minister Modi's leadership for India's future. Here we have views of a few community members from that event.
पिछले 30 साल से देख रहा हूँ भारत की प्रगति बढ़ रही है और भी बढ़नी चाहिए। आप सही नेता को चुनोगे और उनको जिताओगे तो आपकी प्रगति कोई नहीं रोक सकता। अमेरिका या NRI कोई नहीं बन सकता, क्योंकि हम सब वापस अमेरिका से इंडिया आ जाएंगे और सारा हिंदुस्तान जो सबसे अग्रसर था है और रहेगा। तो आप वोट देना मत भूलिए और आपके सही, सबसे सही जो नेता है उनको चुनिए और दोबारा या 3 बार जो भी बार, लेकिन चुनिए और मस्ट वोट। आपका अधिकार को जाने मत दो, क्योंकि आपके हाथ में जो ताकत है वो दिल्ली तक जा सकती है। जीतना जीतना आपके हाथ में है, आपको जीना ही सही है तो सही नेता को चुनो। मेरी तरह जो भी नेता आपके दिल में है उनके लिए जाए, वोट करें। न भूले कि भारत आगे बढ़ना है, बढ़ाना है, आपके हाथ में है।
आपकी बात 400 बार, आपकी बात 400 बार, आपकी बात 400 बार। वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम।
और जो तूफानों से टकराता है उसको नरेंद्र मोदी। थैंक यू।
चट्टानों से टकराता है उसे तूफान कहते हैं, लेकिन जो तूफानों से टकराता है उसको नरेंद्र मोदी कहते हैं। मैं परमात्मा को प्रार्थना करता हूँ, परमात्मा नरेंद्र भाई मोदी को अच्छी तरह से विजयी करे, ऐसा मैं परमात्मा को प्रार्थना करता हूँ। और मैं हृदय से भी आशीर्वाद देता हूँ कि अब की बार मोदी सरकार।
वंदे मातरम। आपकी बात
400 बार,
आपकी बात
400 बार।
144 से ज़्यादा मोदी जी ने योजनाएं शुरू की हैं जो जन धन के लिए हैं। वो जो आदमी जो पिछली पादान में खड़ा है और ऊपर की ओर देख रहा है अपनी समृद्धि के लिए, मोदी जी ने उस सभी के लिए कहीं न कहीं से कोई न कोई उपाय ढूंढा है। चूँकि वो खुद भुक्तभोगी हैं, उन्होंने अपने परिवार को, माँ को इस अवस्था में देखा है, माँ को लोगों के यहाँ जाके काम करते हुए देखा है, माँ के हृदय को पहचाना है। इसलिए वो जनधन जो भारत में बसे हुए जितने लोग गरीबी की अवस्था में हैं, माताएं हैं, बहनें हैं, उनकी आवाज़ को वो पहचानते हैं, क्योंकि वहीं से वो आगे आए हैं। इसलिए जो आपको जानते हैं वही आपको समझेंगे, वो दूसरे नहीं जो कि ऊपर बैठे हैं और करोड़ों की लूट की संपत्ति के मालिक हैं और रोज बाहर से उनके लिए खाना आता है, विदेशों से खाना आता है, वो क्या जाने कि भूखा पेट कैसे सोता है। मोदी जी इस बात को जानते हैं, इसलिए मोदी जी को वोट दीजिए, भारत को जिताइए, संस्कृति को बचाइए, सनातन धर्म को आगे ले जाइए, भारत को विश्व धर्म गुरु बनाइए। मैं यही शुभकामना करती हूँ और जय हिंद, भारत माता की जय।
भारत में होने वाले आगामी चुनाव के संदर्भ में NRIs फॉर मोदी 2019 के नेतृत्व हेठल एक बहुत बड़ा कार्यक्रम आयोजित हुआ, जिनमें NRIs ने बड़े उत्साह से भाग लिया और यहाँ से मोदी जी के लिए प्रचार करने का सबने वादा किया। सबके जानने में आई और अगले 4 साल भारत की प्रगति के लिए मोदी की सरकार 400 पार उस स्लोगन से हम लोग मोदी की सराहना कर रहे हैं और मोदी जी चुनाव में बरकरार रहे ऐसी सब उम्मीद करते हैं।
आप लोग को सबको पता है 10 साल के पहले का भारत और चले 5 साल के भारत का भारत आप देखो। मैं इस कंट्री के अंदर NRI हुआ और मैं खुद इलेक्शन लड़ रहा हूँ, और वो भी इसके लिए कि भारत साइनिंग हुआ, और उसकी वजह से मोदी साहब की वजह से हमारी वैल्यू ये कंट्री के अंदर जो बढ़ गई। दैट्स व्हाई वी आर NRI पीपल अर्जिंग आवर इंडियन पीपल गो एंड वोट।
आज हमारे सभी NRI ग्रुप का सभी लोग मोदी जी के साथ मिलके जो प्रोग्राम किया है वो सभी लोग हम लोग सबका साथ सबका विकास, और हर बार मोदी सरकार के लिए हम लोग आगे बढ़ेंगे। NRI with us all the time, and भाजपा all the best, सबका साथ सबका विकास।
The 4th annual multilingual short play festival Natya Darpan was organized by the Indian Heritage and Cultural Association of New Jersey on March 16th at the Middlesex County College Auditorium. Short plays in Hindi, Bengali, English and Marathi were presented by acclaimed theatre groups. Theatre personality Mohan Agashe was the chief guest on this occasion. Founder President Ashok Chowdhury welcomed the guests and spoke about the significance of this festival. Here's a special report by ITV Gold.
Absolutely fascinating. There's such a range of talent, that new talent, young people, very active and interesting young people, and also very interesting older actors who bring the traditions of the classical theater from India to this place, so that you don't find that everywhere in America. And so for your viewers, I really urge people to attend these productions next year. You've missed out this year, but you can always come next year, probably at the same time in March, and participate and be involved if you can, which I think would be good for everyone involved, because Indian theater is a very large and interesting theater with very wide varieties of talents, techniques, and particularly between the Bengali and the Marathi theater, there's been enormous enthusiasm over the years. As well as the South Indian theater forms, which we haven't seen here, but maybe in the future we will. So come and see what's here.
So many of those urban educated babus were dying in the hands of the police and forces day and night. Dopti promised that as long as she lived, she will not let a single soul die ever.
And I'm happy that we are able to put together such a very intense play, which also at the same time very relevant for today's world. It's not for India, although the incident happened in West Bengal, but this is happening all over the world, as you know. If we open the newspaper, you see every single day, irrespective of ages, women are victims of the society, and they are being abused, they are being raped, and actually we put together our protest as a theater worker against that and create awareness among us, then we should all protest against it.
Bingla Char, Piansa, Lonka Ponchas. Tu asis na, du bole sisari tabar asche. Tore pele bosate ba jalain dibi. Duki raner kothataও babuta জেনেছে কেন কইলে সময় আর বুদনা আরামি কইলো তারা কোথা তেলে চেপে পালালো কোথারাবো না আরে এই জঙ্গলের পাতা থেকে সাপ পিঁপড়া থেকে ব্যান সব আমার চেনা চল জানের মায়া তুই করিস তুই করবি তোরে আমি গড়হাই ফেলে শেষ করে দেব বাপ বলা টেপ পাবি না
Anyone is captured, others will change their hideouts in time.
नहीं जानी तुम समझ नहीं पा रहे हो क्या हमारे पास समय बहुत कम है बता दो हमें नहीं जानी
I just want to say that we are fortunate that we are able to bring theater that says something, that gives voice to the voiceless, and we are very happy and thrilled that we have such wonderful audiences who are hungry and eager for meaningful theater. Thank you.
This program was exceptionally well organized. Each and every episode was fantastic. I don't want to say this was the best, that was, but each of them it did carry some message to the society, and I think, I hope in the future they run this kind of, Also the food was excellent, provided by Shehzan. We loved it, and we will never miss it again, any of these programs. Thank you.
So here, we're excited that we're doing, and I'm just showing up, but what you do to be here is so important, and we appreciate what you're doing, and it's wonderful. I'd be wrong to not mention our freeholder director, Ron Rios, who's part of the county, is how you get your real money. But we're always here to support you, and we're proud to be here.
First of all, I would like to congratulate Natya Darpan for this initiative. I think what you are doing is really remarkable, that you are producing plays by people who live here, the Indian diaspora community, and you are giving them a platform to express their emotions, to express their ideas and views. I think it's an incredible work that you are doing. It needs to be replicated in other diaspora communities, and I congratulate Natya Darpan and its executive team, Ashok Chaudhary and all others, for this initiative. The moment we learned about it, we got very excited, and we thought we should partner with Natya Darpan, and I think we can carry forward this partnership.
The festival was a resounding success, with 6 short plays that happened today, all based on social issues, and by the local talent here, the actors, the writers, directors, everything was done locally. And Dr. Ashok Chaudhary, who is the founder of IHCA, that does Natya Darpan every year, has done phenomenal job, and I hope they continue with such amazing plays every year. And we need to go and support all these guys, of our community. And of course, thank you to everyone, the media sponsors, the officials that were here who supported us today. It was a great event, and thank you ITV Gold for being here today for us. Thank you.
Don't go anywhere. We will return with more Vision of Asia, Voice of the Community, right after the break. Telangana American Telugu Association successfully organized a Women's Day celebration with families on March 16th at Royal Albert's Palace in New Jersey. In a mini convention-like format, there were shopping booths, musical entertainment, and several activities. Over 600 people participated in this event dedicated to the potential and power of women. Here are some highlights.
Women can be empowered to care for themselves. Usually they are not paying attention to themselves. They want to take care of everybody but themselves. But as they take care of themselves, their families do better and their communities do better. So we are here to educate, empower the women in our community.
She has multiple roles with multiple jobs and challenging tasks she takes in, and she does a great job fulfilling all the duties. Excellent. Women is amazing. Women are amazing.
Telangana American Telugu Association celebrating Women's Day in New Jersey in Albert Palace. There was a spectacular event today. A lot of women showed up, about 600 people. So we are celebrating big way Women's Day here. So Tata gives high priority to women. We conduct a lot of programs for women. So particularly we will conduct Batukamma Telangana Festival grand way in October. And also now we are conducting Women's Day. So we are collaborating with St. Peter Hospital Dr. Meena Murthy, and we are conducting a lot of programs for women. So thank you.
So we are very proud that in New Jersey, all the Telanganites came forward and celebrate this Women's Day. Without women, there is no mankind, there is no earth, there is no creation. So we need to respect the women. That is the reason we are all celebrating. And from Telangana is the 29th state of India. All the people from Telanganites wanted to preserve their culture and heritage and roots. And here in New Jersey, they're all motivated and working. And we're having a very good time. You can see at the backdrop, there's a lot of activities going on for the women. Thank you so much for ITV Gold for covering our today's event. Thank you again.
I want to bless all the women in the universe. Without women, there is no life. Woman as a mother, as a teacher.
Mother is the main role. As a woman, we have so many roles. As a mother, daughter, grandmother, I am doing all three roles, balancing out so many things with my job. I am doing traveling to my grandkids and to my daughters, helping out, all 24/7, very busy.
It is time for a special segment in Vision of Asia. Every Sunday, this week with Padma Shri, Dr. Sudhir Parekh.
And now time for weekly show with a passionate India lover, Chairman of ITV Gold and Parekh Worldwide Media. Get ready for loving sharing from physician, philanthropist, publisher and India advocate in this week with Padma Shri Dr. Sudhir Parekh.
Hello everyone, welcome again to another exciting and entertaining segment of This Week with Padma Shri Dr. Sudhir Parekh, where we bring you our one and only Dr. Sudhir Parekh on many prevalent issues, his advice and his tips for our fellow South Asian Americans. So let's welcome on the show today, we have again with us Padma Shri Dr. Sudhir Parekh. Thank you again for being with us.
Thank you.
Dr. Parekh, it's awesome to have you today because this topic, particularly that we'll be talking about, is a favorite of many. It is relevant to many South Asian American, especially Indian American students, professionals. It targets one of our most popular fields when you look at South Asian Americans, if I'm correct. And
right.
You know, you're a huge example of this. So we are talking about the field of medicine, and we are talking about how last week was the match week for many of the people. And right now we're looking at doctors that will be starting their residency programs, practicing the medicine that they have been studying. So opening the floor, Dr. Parikh, what is Match Week? And you know, when you talk about doctors and that importance of medicine in South Asian culture, what are your comments on that?
Well, I mean, as you know, that our community is very well educated, and actually 14% of the medical school admissions are Indian American. So it's very large number of Indian Americans prefers to go to or prefer to select a career of medicine and wants to be a doctor, and serve the community. So this match program is that after completing their medical school, they have to do the residency in different subject depending upon what they want to be at the end of the whole career, whether they want to be internist, they want to be a surgeon, they want to be subspecialist after doing internal medicine or surgery. So they have to match in the different specialty program in the different hospitals, accredited hospitals. And that's how they get because the number of medical students are much more than number of residency slot. So in order to match the demand and supply, they have this matching program, and where all the medical students, those who are completing their medical school, they after their exam, they apply for board exam, they apply for this match, and then they go for interview. The hospital who are looking for a good resident in different subject, they call from their CV, they judge the candidate and call for personal interview. And after personal interview and their qualification on the CV, then they make their preference that okay, I want Mr. Smith, Mr. Patel, Mr. Shah, Mr. Parikh, and then that's their preference. So they send their preference, and students send their preference, and then it gets scientifically matched, and that's how this is called matching program. So without matching program, to get a good residency is not possible. So always, so student has to know they have to have a very high score in their medical final exam. Those who are the international student, like from India or out of country, they have to pass certain UCMLE part 1, part 2 and part 3 in order to get to with the balance with the local graduates. And that's how they go into residency. And of course, once you get selected in your residency of the choice, I mean, my advice to all the doctors or those who are starting residency, that you must be hardworking. You the medical profession is such that it demands a lot from you. You have to be hardworking. You have to be very caring. You have to be very passionate about your services, and you have to be very consistent, and you have to be really outperform every step while you're doing your residency, and then after residency you are going to go for subspecialty and so forth, and then of course in the private practice. So the whole idea in the residency to train the doctors, the discipline, the focus, hard work, and caring and bedside manners and so forth. So residency is a very important part of any doctor's successful career or practice.
And when you are talking about cultivating that final foundation for your medical career, Dr. Parikh, I have to ask you, for many of the students that could be watching you that are now about to go into that process of applying for their residencies, and many that are starting, have there been some particular trends that you've seen with South Asian students or Indian American medical students perhaps? Or perhaps do you think there are certain fields, certain specialties or certain residency programs where you perhaps see a higher rate of admission? or a more concern that you see South Asian Americans get attracted to?
Usually, before you say, for example, I'm the asthma, allergy, immunology specialist, but before I do that, before I did that subspecialty, I have to be either do the residency in the internal medicine or in pediatrics. So the primary care specialty is always in great demand, and after primary care, like internal medicine and pediatrics, one select the subspecialty like cardiology, asthma, allergy, dermatology, so forth. And the demand is depends upon the what students liking. Right. Some it's an individual liking. Some would like to serve as as a primary care doctor because they want to really serve the community and different diseases and so forth. Some wants only certain specialty. For example, myself, I selected to do on respiratory and ear, nose, throat specialty.
Yes.
Some select OBGYN, some select endocrine specialty, but all those people has to first do the primary medicine, primary specialty, and then go to secondary specialty.
Right.
And I think one should do the specialty of their liking or their interest rather than looking at which specialty has less work or which specialty has more money. Because being a doctor, one should not think whole career on whether you have more hard work or you have more money or less money. You have to like their specialty. Then you can be a successful doctor.
What do you think has been some of your keys to success in your medical profession?
Well, as you know that I own largest asthma, allergy and immunology group in the country.
Yes, multiple locations.
And we have multiple practices in New York, New Jersey area. And all those practices are all full-time practices acquired by me when the other doctors were retiring. So we have almost 350 employees, doctors, nurses, PA, NP together, billers and all so forth. We have 350 employees under my corporation. And my success, I would say my success is because my passion for the medicine, my liking for the medicine, my zeal to serve the people of the community, or sick patient, because when you have that zeal, then when patient feels better, they feel good and you feel good. So it's a very noble profession, and I think one must pursue that profession because it's not only it's a economical aspect of the profession, but it's more of it's really is a kind of course, it's a good for economically aspect of the profession is very good, but also it's a good for philanthropy and helping somebody.
For sure. And one last question just on that, Dr. Parikh. Why did you choose to pursue the field of allergy and ENT? What sort of drove your passion or interest towards that particular field? Well,
I know because when I was doing the primary specialty, we see that a lot of patients suffer from asthma, breathing problem, sinus problem, skin problem, and particularly in this country where we live in the sub-temperate climate, where the season changes very sharply from winter to spring and spring to summer, and there we have some trees and grasses here which pollinates. And that pollens can be very troublesome to certain group of the patients. Yes. And immunology is my liking because we do a lot of research, phase 2 and phase 3 research in our practice. So when any drug for asthma or any drug for sinus or any drug for skin, they come out, first we do the research on that. We try on the patients as a clinical trials, and then it come out.
In your own particular practices?
Yes.
You're running your own trials?
Right. So we have our called Parikh Research Institute in Manhattan, and where we do this research.
Wow. Well, hopefully we can have once an amazing segment again on another episode on this. Thank you so much for joining us on this beautiful episode of This Week with Dr. Sudeep Parikh. One last message to all our audiences.
Well, I mean, I would say that all my medical colleagues, those who are just finishing medical school and going for residency, remember one thing, that as a doctor, you are meant to serve the community, you're meant to help the patient, a sick person, and you should be very focused, consistent, and hardworking. Then doesn't matter what specialty you are in, you will be successful.
All right. Thank you so much again.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Again, I would like to say goodbye. We'll see you next week. Just be well, and thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Happy Holi to all of you. Wishing colors of joy and happiness for each one of you. It's time to wind up today's show. Stay connected by liking ITV Gold's Facebook page, subscribing to ITV Gold's YouTube channel, and write to us with details of events on events@itvgold.com. Thanks for joining us. Do join us here at ITV Gold in Vision of Asia, Voice of the Community next week at the same time for this special edition. Until we meet again, have a great week ahead. I'm Kala Shankar. Namaste.